Greetings and welcome to the channel. You are tuned in to the North Node Oracle. In this reading, we're going to be tapping into the energy of what people wonder about you, like when they stare, questions that they may have. What do people think, like when they look at you? Always remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates. Don't let it take from you. Also, this is a timeless reading, so whenever it comes across your feed is when it is right for you. We have 4 groups to choose from. We have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. Let's go ahead and see what people wonder about you. I'll see you in your group. If you chose group number 1, then this is your reading. We're going to be tapping into the energy of what people wonder about you. Again, always remember that this is a timeless reading. So whenever it comes across your feed is when it is right for you. Also, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and don't let it take from you. But we are gonna go ahead and jump into what people wonder about you. Now, I can already, like as I was pulling your cards, I can already see, and this is what people are wondering about you. You may or may not feel this within yourself, right? But this is how someone else is looking at you. So as I was saying, I can tell right off the bat from this group, a lot of people are wondering where you came from. Like, I don't know if you moved away and joined, a new team, or you are newly established in some type of environment. Now, if you're not newly established in an environment and you are already within a community or a group or something like that, you're coming across here as someone who keeps people at arm's length. Now, that could be for all kinds of readings. That could be for all kinds of reasons. But for this reading, we're just going to keep it on what people wonder about you. People wonder, again, what's your origin story? What's your deal? Where did you come from? Because again, if you are hanging out with people who are already within your community, there's like I said, there's something about you that is no BS, or it's almost as if people just know not to step to you with the BS, okay? People wonder again, about where you came from. The card that you chose, or the gem, is the 2 of Wands. Now, the 2 of Wands talks about plans and traveling and moving towards something here. So people could wonder where you get your information, your downloads, because there's something here in regards to your sight, because we got a lot of eyes here. But I said all that to say, it's interesting when you are receiving a lot of different hits and channeling at the same time. It's like pile up on 405. If you know, you know. Now, what people are wondering about you, they wonder where you get your downloads from. They wonder where you get your messages to move the way that you move. We also have shapeshifter here, and we have prostitute. Shapeshifter reads light attributes, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. People wonder again, so there's this thing about, even if you do have close friends or you do have people that think they're in your inner circle, because another thing that I'm getting is that you have, or you're developing really, really good boundaries. So some people could wonder where they stand with you. Also, if you have people talking S in the shadows, if you got people talking behind your back, people are wondering if you know about it, because there's something in regards to you being really tuned in and having all these eyes here. There's something about that. And the main thing though is people wonder where you come from. Now that could be either a city, a state, or it could be, is this person even real? Real in meaning that they can sense that there is a different, how do you say, a different energy signature. So wondering like where you come from, literally like where you come from, okay? Because there's also things about your personality where people are seeing you as someone who has boundaries or someone who's developing them, or someone who is invested in a lot of other things, different levels. For some of you, you could be doing your spiritual work here. We got some confirmation here. That's why we're going on all these different levels here. People could wonder if you know who you are, meaning that this is going to be very specific. People who have gone through the dark and have learned how to embrace certain things about themselves that they used to see as negative here. I'm feeling like you are seen by people who have the same energy signature. That's a survivor here. That's someone who has walked through the valley of the shadow. Kind of had that Persephone experience where they went through, and when they came out, they were not the Persephone from the spring. They were Persephone from the, I'm just going to say it, from the darkness. People wonder if you know how powerful you are. People wonder if you know how, again, powerful you are, because there's something in regards to other people feeling your power. And people mostly wonder if you know who you are. We have prostitute. Light attribute accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. That threads into what I was just saying about people knowing, some people knowing who you are. Meaning that you could have had problems in the past with people trying to like close you in like a butterfly, close you in and cramp your wings, or moths, because I actually like moths, but this is when you didn't really understand how powerful you are. With the octopus and the many eyes here, especially here with that third eye, what this is saying is that you are a very complex person. You've had to walk through many layers of yourself over and over again. And this is probably why you form this boundary, even this spiritual boundary. I'm seeing for some of you, this could be your spirit guides not allowing something or BS to penetrate you, because some of you know what you are here for. And you're about that life. You're about that being on that path. Some of you know why you are here. And what people are wondering is if you know, again, how powerful you are. I'm getting kind of like 11 vibes from Stranger Things. We have you are what you think. People are wondering how you got out of certain situations or how you came to be who it is that you are. And there's this big thing about you seeing in the dark. There's a big thing here about you learning how to, it's like take emotions and do something with them, like alchemize them, like move out of the way. Because again, what the biggest thing that I'm getting is people are wondering if you know how powerful you are. Let's get a little more here with some astro dice. Okay, we got Pisces and we got 4th house. So that's double water there, because Cancer rules the 4th house, and we also have Pisces here. People again are wondering if you know things because they know that you're tapped into your intuition. People are wondering also if you understand the beautiful balance that you hold between being an intellectual person and an intuitive person. People wonder if you know that. And again, prostitute accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. We have intuition with this water here. There's something really big about your intuition here. And the biggest thing that people wonder, again, is if you know if they're talking crap about you. That's one. And then the other one is if you know how powerful you are. That's the big thing here, because again, what I got is that a lot of you are living in your power and walking in your purpose. Last card, we have vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. And being connected, again, is if people are wondering if you know that you're connected, because they can feel you are connected, especially the ones that are on that same energy signature with you, being about the business of bringing in something new here. People wonder if you know who you are, because they see you or they feel you and they know that you're powerful, and they know that you've looked your demons in the eye and you've made friends with them, and you're nourishing that. Also, people could be wondering if you could show people or tell them how you got through something and learned how to commune with the shadow and bringing out that anger at a righteous time, like putting it into a cause or putting it into what you'd like to see here. Well, that is the message that came through in this reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I am the North Node Oracle, and I'll see you again in the next reading. If you chose group number 2, then this is your reading. And in this reading, we're going to be tapping into the energy of what do people wonder about you? Like, what do people think about you and they don't say, or they could be saying it amongst one another, right? I can already see group number 2. First, let's get into some housekeeping here. Again, this is a general reading, okay? It may resonate. Take what resonates and don't let it take from you. Also, this is a timeless reading, so whenever it comes across your newsfeed is when it is right for you here. Starting off here, you're starting your reading here off with the Chariot card. This is the card that was flipped over under the Pyrite. What I'm seeing here is the people that are wondering about you are people that are close to you or that know you in some type of way, shape, or form, okay? The biggest thing, though, what people are wondering about you is, when are you going to... There's something about who you are that you are, or you think you may be hiding it from the people around you. But what's interesting is that some people see you. They like see you. But they also feel like it's not their business to push the issue, because there's something in regards to your identity, group number 2, your identity, and when are you going to let it out? Now, this thing about your identity could have been, I'm just shaking my head like, how grandmothers say. There could have been something somewhat of a struggle in accepting this part of yourself here. You could still be fighting every single day, accepting that this is who you are. Now, there's something in regards to surrender and owning that. When that happens, there's going to be some type of freedom. But there are people around you that are wondering, like, when are they going to release that book? When are they going to do this? When are they going to... There's something that you're really good at, group 2, or there's something about someone secretly being inspired by you, and they wonder when you're going to pop out. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm hearing, sometimes you gotta pop out and show. I'm not gonna say the word, but that's what I'm getting here. The people around you, group number 2, are wondering, when are you gonna pop out and show who it is that you really are? Again, this could have been a struggle, or this could have been something that you may have not have fully accepted about yourself, but there's something in regards to surrender. And not thinking of this in terms of it being you. It's something that almost wants to come through you. Almost like there was something written in regards to you having this type of trait, or you working on this specific project, and why it's important for you to bring it forth. But that's the big thing that people are wondering about you. Let's try to get a little bit more though, because there's something about freedom, and there's something about moving forwards. People are wondering, when are you going to move forward here? I'm hearing some people are wondering when you're going to connect side A to side B. It's almost like you have these parts I'm feeling here, and for the longest time they were pushing away, but now there's a time that they can come together. People are wondering, when are you going to tap into that? We have storyteller here. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. You could be a singer. You could be someone who has a story to tell about your life that maybe you struggled with here. But people are wondering, when are you going to pop out? This could also be in regards to someone speaking things that are not true. And they could also be wondering, when are they going to come out and say something? Whatever it is, though, there's something in regards to freedom and moving forward, balanced here. Something also about surrendering. Now we have child nature, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. Some of you could be tarot readers. Some of you could I don't know, some of you could do something that maybe others feel is clandestine, especially in a healing, like a healing sense. And some of you may be hiding that. But I got news for you. Some people around you already know, and they're just waiting for you to say it. What are people wondering about my group number 2? Actually, I'm not going to take these reversed. We have breakthrough. We have inner conflict. And we have you are about to shine. Again, talking about coming out and showing people, who you are, even if this is, let's say, a gift that you have, or a way that you are. This could even be a certain aspect to your personality that you hide from others. What I'm seeing here, though, is people are wondering, when are you going to, I don't want to say be your complete self, but there's an aspect of you missing. People know that there's something else to you here. We have, again, breakthrough. When are you coming out? When are you gonna do that spoken word? When are you going to talk about how you got through something? When are you going to come out of your cocoon? There's something also here that you are seeing differently here. There's a way that you see yourself here. It's almost as if you've shifted timelines. We have inner conflict resolution. Again, we have that eye there. We're talking about the snake, and we're moving up here into the eagle. There's something in regards to an inner transformation that happened when you were in the Seven of Wands energy that gave you this breakthrough here. And people are wondering, when are you going to come out of, let's say, the not lower consciousness, but the base chakra, and move on up, because it's yours here. We have you are about to shine. Again, people are wondering, when are you going to take your seat at the table? And what I mean by that is, when are you going to step into your gifts here? Because to me, it's obvious there's some type of gifts that would like to be stepped into. That's why we have storyteller here, and we have child nature in regards to these nature spirits. All right, let's get a little more here. What do people wonder about my group 2? We have 1 and we have Aquarius. Again, first house, house of the self, Aquarius, ruled by Uranus. When are you, first house, going to step into and embrace those gifts that you have here? Because people can see them, and they want to know, do you see them? Are you going to surrender here? Some may be afraid to step forward because they don't want the spotlight on them. What I'm getting is that Spirit is saying it's not about you. It's about what you have to offer. And people are wondering, when are you going to step into whoever this is that you are? Some of you could have been in conflict about who it is that you really are. Let's get some advice. We have gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life around you. To me, what this is saying, that again, you may feel like you are not understood and people don't see you, but you are surrounded around people who do see you for you, and they're just waiting for you to step up and come and take your seat at that table. And you know who it is that you are. Well, that is what came through in this reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I am the North Node Oracle, and I'll see you again in the next reading. If you chose group number 3 with the citrine, then this is your reading. Now, what I'm getting for you, group number 3, when I was holding it down like this, I was getting something about being daggery or being sharp or something like that. So that's going to configure into the reading, because I was actually getting more energy when I was pulling the cards. And this is definitely going to be, this may be love focused, but it's definitely going to be intense. So again, take what resonates, don't let it take from you, and let's go ahead and get into it here. The question was, what do people wonder about you, group number 3? So before I get into the rest of the cards here, I'm going to go ahead and read bully, followed by gossip here. So we have bully. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Okay? In the shadow attribute, bully talks about conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Then we have gossip. Awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. And then we have shadow attributes. Thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. So group number 3, this group is specifically for someone who has undergone a big breakup or change in their life. This could be a breakup with friends, a friend group. This could be a breakup with a significant other, or someone who meant something to you or still mean something to you, but you're working it out. But this is what they are wondering about you. So I'm just giving that energy. So if you're not into that, then we have other piles that are not geared. Well, I don't know. I haven't done pile 4 yet, but if you don't want that, then, but here we go. Group number 3. What people are wondering about you, or someone specific is wondering about you, is your new beginning. There's something that you did. There's something that you walked away from. It could have been, again, a situation that may have not been for your highest good. I don't want to say it was low vibrational, because we do have lessons and all, but there's something that you walked away from. This could have been a relationship. This could have been a karmic relationship. Now, when I say karmic, I mean someone who you are learning lessons from. That could be a lover or a friend. But what someone is wondering about you is the cycle really over? Because they know that when they had you in their life, they may have, I don't know, I just want to say they didn't messed up. When they had you in their life, they didn't treat you the way that you should be treated. Things happened. You decided to either walk away from this situation, or you're in the process of putting a big bow on this situation and moving on to the next part of your life here. And what people are wondering about you, or what this person is wondering about you, is it's not like, are you still in pain? But the thing is, are you still mad? Are you still mad about what happened between the two of you? Or it could have been a group of people here. They're wondering if you're upset and if you know what was said. So that could be what someone is wondering about you here. Let's go ahead and get some more cards. There are a few other messages that want to come through here. And it talks about this person, or these people are wondering if they still have the keys to get back into your life after they've caused you some type of discomfort or some kind of pain here. Also, people could be wondering about your glow up, because again, there could have been something that happened in the situation here, because this is a specific situation that pushed you towards maybe not the best part of your life, but it kind of like focused you on being your best self here. And people are wondering again if they still have the keys to the castle. Some people are wondering if you have it out for them, because maybe things aren't going so well with them, and they're wondering if it was you that turned the tide. But what I'm getting here is that you don't have to do anything, because your ancestors and your spirit guides are all over it. Number one, group 3, especially with this pain, we have this bullying, we have this gossip, but then with all of that, you were still able to obtain knowledge about yourself and this situation. This situation could have brought you into your deepest fears, but there's something that you gained when you came out of that jungle, like that Black Panther, seeing in the dark, facing your fears. Maybe one of your biggest fears was for you to stand up to this person, and however you did it, it could have been taking your power back in some way. It could have been finally shutting them down. It could have finally just saying, you know what, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. And what they're wondering, and what people are wondering, is if they can come back here. It's almost as if I'm seeing that this is their key that they used to have, but this is you right here. And they're like trembling, walking up these stairs, trying to understand or want to know if they should approach you or not. That's the big thing that I'm getting here too for you, group number 3. People are wondering if they should approach you or not, especially the ones that tried to I don't know, they just did something that caused a disturbance in the force of your relationship, and it could have caused you some type of discomfort. And again, we were talking about daggers. What I'm seeing here with this jag, with this black jag here, seeing in the dark, people are wondering again if they, and if they're coming against you still, say people are trying to gossip about you in your community or whatever, if they're trying to do that still, people are wondering if they should stop. And my music just stopped there. They're wondering if they should stop because, I don't know, maybe maybe things aren't happening for them the way that they want them to. Give me some more about what people are wondering about group number 3. We have Leo, and we have 7th house. 7th house talks about partnerships and collaborating. And because 7th house is ruled by Libra, but we have Leo here. What people are wondering is, are you going to choose you, or are you going to choose them? Now, this isn't, I'm not talking about being selfish, but I'm talking about someone driving up to you in the way that they used to, not understanding that you've reached this transformation in the end of this cycle with them, and you're stepping into something new here. So they're wondering here if they step to you, because we have Leo here. When I see Leo, to me, it's like dominating, right? They're wondering if you know your worth now, and if you found the keys to your own kingdom. Because what I'm also getting here is that this person used to think like they miscalculated their place in your life, and they thought that they had a key. Well, maybe they did, and now you have simply changed the locks. And they're wondering if they come towards you, would you reject them? I don't know, group number 3. Well, that is the message that came through in this reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I am the North Node Oracle. I'll see you again in the next reading. Group number 4, welcome. If you chose the stone, then you are in the right place. This is group number 4, and in this reading we're going to be tapping into the energy of what people wonder about you, group number 4. I'm getting a very peaceful energy with you. If I could describe it, it would be a combination of earth and fire. Now, we don't have to get into specific signs, but I'm definitely getting a fiery vibe, but something that is very grounded here. We're starting this reading off here. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. This is the card that is showing under your selection. People are wondering what you're working on, group number 4. Are you being secretive here? People are wondering what you're working on. People are also wondering what type of, like, what do you do to stay so balanced here? But people definitely are giving me some nosy vibes. They want to know what it is you're working on. They want to know what it is you're protecting right now here. Some people could want to collaborate with you because there's something in regards to you being in your bag a lot. Let's go ahead and move over to the next card here, which we have Capricorn. We have the Devil here. People are wondering again what you are working on here. Now, the person that could be wondering could be Capricorn, or a business could want to know what it is that you're working on. And let's say you're not working on something specific. It could be you in general. There could be something about you. Let's move over to the Martyr card. Learning to transcend nature of service to oneself or a cause. And then we have Saboteur. Highlights your fears of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring into your life. What I'm getting the energy here of group number 4 is that a lot of you who are watching this video, you've changed. You've changed the way in which you speak to yourself. You've changed the way that you allow people to show up in your life here. There's some of you that I'm seeing here who, again, may have had a little bit of dampening of the solar plexus, you know, that energy center, the energy center of courage, the energy center of personal power, the I can here. What I'm getting is that there's something that, again, that kind of made you a little bit afraid to step into yourself or step into your true power here. There's something in regards to you possibly self-sabotaging here. But what I'm getting here with the Martyr card, that there's something that has changed here. And there's something in regards to, I'm getting standing on business, because we have Capricorn here and we also have the Queen of Pentacles, almost as if you are nurturing something that you're keeping very, very hidden, and people want to know, they're wondering what it is. Another thing that I'm getting, group number 4, for you is that thing that you could be nurturing could be you. Maybe you've been ducked off from your community for a while and people are wondering where you went, where you are. Maybe a lot of people haven't seen you for a long time, and I feel like that there could be a big reveal happening. People were wondering if you would work with them or for them, because we have Capricorn energy here. I'm hearing bossed up. What are people wondering about my group number 4? We have Judgment here. I feel like people are wondering when you're gonna let them know something. Like, when are you gonna rain some stability down on them in some way? This could be someone who's interested in you. There could be someone coming forward to place their interests or talk about their interests in you or something that it is that you do here. There's something also coming to light about you again, you not sabotaging yourself, you are allowing things to come towards you. People are wondering when it was that you changed, when it was that you decided to break out of this negative self-speak and go forward with your goals. Because there's what I'm seeing here with this pentacle here and how they're focused on it, and they're totally being cradled by the trees, cradling their idea. There's something about you being seen here, group number 4, and people are wondering, with all that work that you've been doing on yourself, when are you gonna bring it out? Is there a project that you're working on? Judgment. Someone's also wondering if you would be romantically interested in them. Some people could be wondering, now that you have started to claim your power, if you would reject them. This could also be bringing people towards you. You could be more attractive here, and people are wondering if you are single. Better than you can imagine. There's something about your metamorphosis here. Let's get 5 of Wands. People who want to come towards you for business reasons or for romantic reasons know to tread lightly because they know what you've gone through. They also understand that you're not someone who is above putting up boundaries so that they can't interrupt what you already have going on here, because there's something in regards to something that needs to be born through you or that you're working on. People are wondering what it is. People want to see whatever it is here. Also, you could be receiving a big project. Okay, so people could be talking about you. People could be talking about you, and that you could be the perfect one to nurture this specific thing, and people are wondering if you will take it, if they offer it to you. There's something about your newfound power that is making you more attractive again in the career arena. Someone has seen your hard work and your ability to focus. And what I'm getting here is not to sabotage yourself. And let's get, I'm gonna just cut this. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. So what this is telling me is that even if you feel like you are not worthy of what comes in for you, or you doubt yourself in any way, what this is saying is don't sabotage yourself. Don't sabotage yourself, and allow yourself to accept things, accept your gifts, especially if it has something to do with stability here. And trust yourself. Claim your power here. Claim your power. Because what people are wondering is either A, can they work with you? B, what are you working on? C, will you accept their invitation, whether that is for business or love? Well, that is what came through in this reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I am the North Node Oracle, and I'll see you again in the next reading.